Hello everyone. So today let us take a look at this question on the community, and this is interesting, I promise. So this question is from Pete, and Pete is asking about, it's a bit long question. I mean, not that long, but I'll summarize the question for you. So the question is that in Pete's Jira instance, there are lot of projects, but for Jira Service Management project, there is an issue type called change, which Pete is no longer interested in using because for some reason this particular issue type was probably not required, or maybe the plan is to remove it. But Pete cannot really just simply remove the issue type from the project. From the schema, because when you do that, you have to migrate. You have to basically perform the migration of those old issues using that issue type. I mean, this is of course not really massively complicated, but what Pete is trying to understand, if there is a way to hide a specific issue type from the user so that they don't create an issue of that particular issue type. Of course, if you're using Jira Service Management, you have the option to use a portal, which is obviously recommended, because when you have the option to use a portal, which you should, if you can, you should encourage users to go to the portal to raise tickets. But not all the customers may want to use the portal, especially if those customers are internal users as well. Maybe they will just go to Jira and they will click on the create button on top and create an issue for you. Because on the portal, you can restrict those issue types, because you only have the option to expose those issue types using your own custom request type. But if you are doing it from within Jira, then there is no way to, you can definitely use a request type. But that is obviously a possibility. For example, if you are trying to raise a ticket, you may have access to that particular project. You maybe are a customer, but at the same time, you are also an internal user. You have the option here to use. I'll show you. I'll probably go to one of the service desk project, and when you are raising a ticket within a service desk project, you have the option to select these request types because that is how you should do it. But at the same time, you also have access to these issue types. So if I want, as a customer, as a user, I can directly raise an incident or change, for example. And the requirement here is that this change issue type need to be hidden. Now, I was looking at this question from Pete, and one good thing which I can immediately see here, that, not a good thing, but one possibility is using a ScriptRunner for Jira on server, because using a ScriptRunner for Jira, there is a feature called behaviors, and using behaviors, you can actually hide specific issue types from specific users, maybe based on the permission, or maybe you want to hide this particular issue type from everyone, or at least all the non-admin users. So this is, I believe, the best option. The other thing that can potentially be done is using the validator. So let me show you what I mean. So for example, right now, if I try to click, I can definitely create let's create one issue like change. So I can, raise a ticket directly. And this is of course applicable on both the cloud and server. But if I want, I can actually add a validator on the create issue transition. So this is fine, but the problem with this particular approach is that it can be a bit frustrating for the end user, because imagine you are a customer, or your customers, they fill up a form. It can be a big form or it can be a small form, depending upon number of fields that you may have. But after filling up the form, maybe it took me 2 minutes, and then all of a sudden I am not able to create the issue because I was not supposed to use that particular issue type. So this is definitely frustrating. So this is a solution that can work, but I would say in terms of priority, or in terms of the best solution, try to remove the issue type if you can. Number one, then use behaviors. Number two, then also add a validator just in case. And let me show you how this will work with the validator. So if you go to the create issue transition, it is a big workflow. So let me click on this if I can. Okay, so there is a validator. By the way, on the create issue transition, there is no condition. Workflow, Jira workflow 101. Okay, so it says only users with the create issue permission, blah blah blah. We will add our own custom validator. And what I will do, I will try to add a field, not a field, but a validator that will check for something. So let me check for the, I'm trying to figure out if I can use any of the condition, or not a condition, but a validator. Come on, I'm not really using Jira MISC or Jira Suite utilities. So maybe I can field has a, okay, which one should I use? I think we can definitely use ScriptRunner script, and it will, I guess, take the I think it will probably ask us to use Jira expressions. So this is something that can potentially be used. So let me try to search for a couple of examples using maybe the group, or maybe the role of the user. Okay, let me just go to the Jira expressions documentation, and I'll try to figure out if I can use one of the Jira expression. I think I made one video recently on Jira expressions, and okay, can we use something like, what I'm looking for is basically the group. Do we have something here? Jira user. No, there is nothing like group. Role. No. Admin. No. Okay. So let me just proceed further without adding this. But if you are using maybe Jira MISC or Jira Suite utilities and JMW, those apps, then you can definitely use those apps to add a validator, not a condition, to achieve this. I guess I need to double check, but yeah, you can. Let me just also search for the app on the marketplace to check for the specific condition. So let me go to Jira Suite, and we have this app. Is it a free app for 10 users? Maybe I'll just install it. Oh yeah, it is free for 10 users. So let me just add it. Why not? So let me just install the app, and while we are doing it, it will be a good example, I guess. So manage your apps. Let me install the app. It has been a while since there was a time when I used to promote Jira Suite utilities quite a lot. In fact, I have mentioned this app in my book, and I have trained a lot of people on Jira Suite utilities. Not just on Jira Suite utilities, but on Jira in general. But I used to always recommend use Jira Suite utilities because it is a simple app that can let you do wonderful things. So let me search for JSU. It is good that these apps are now free for 10 users. So why not? We'll use it. Try it for free. Start free trial. And once you start your free trial, I am sure there is a way using Jira expressions. But if you're using Jira expressions, then you still have to write the expression using ScriptRunner for Jira. And that is where I believe Jira Suite the Jira Suite utilities automation suite for Jira workflows will be beneficial. So let me go back to the workflow and go back to the validator, and let us see if we have those new validators now or not. And I guess we do have something or not. Come on, user permission, JSU. No, it's a bit strange. Okay, let me just go to the manage app. I'm just trying to, because it has been a while and I'm probably missing something here. Let me just wait for the app to completely, I think it was installed, but I'll just now click on the manage app and wait for it. Jira Cloud, as usual, is not super fast even today. Okay, so we are using the evaluation version. Okay, get started. Start customizing. Select a workflow. Okay, let me select SD. Workflow is, I believe, what we wanted to do was for change. Okay, submit. I think it will open the same thing, but we have to again click on the edit. Okay, so I was expecting this to come. I mean, these new validators to come or appear while I was in the same, view. Okay, let me do it again. Don't worry. So let me go to the validators and let us see if we have something. Add. Okay, so user permission, date compare, field required. No, not really. I think these are same, right? Let me cancel it. Let me try to add a condition maybe. I'll probably go to the diagram, or maybe I'll just try to do, I mean, I think I'm probably spending too much time here. Let me try to search for Jira expression group. I want to figure out if the user is part of a group, a specific group, maybe Jira admin. Okay, yeah, we have the group here. Jira to see group other user belongs to. I'm looking for maybe a couple of examples. Okay, Jira expression, check user group. Perfect. I think we have some examples here. Okay, I think this will probably work. This should work. No? Yep, this will work. Okay, let me just go back to the workflow and add. Okay, I should have used Validator initially using a ScriptRunner. ScriptRunner. And I also need to check if my user group, am I part of Jira admin group? I guess so. I hope so. Let me just take a look at the I'm sure I'm part of the Jira. Not this one. Come on. User management. Okay. Yep. Jira administrators. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll probably add something like 1, 2, 3 so that this will fail for me. And what I'll do, I'll probably select here ST51, or maybe it will not work because ST51 is probably not user is part of a group. Let me add. Okay, add. So today I'm doing, so this video is a bit long now, but I want to show you. publish the draft. No, I don't really want the backup. And I think we are done. Let me try to now create an issue of type change. And I'll also try to create a check or change. Okay, I'll also try to create an issue of maybe a different issue type called incident. So if I try to create this issue now, I will get this error on top. A ScriptRunner script validator is preventing this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. And if I try to create maybe something else, maybe an incident, let us see. Incident, create, and hopefully, yeah, this works. So let me do one thing. Let me also test a bit more. I'll try to make myself as part of Jira administrator group, so I can show you. So let me go to the diagram mode. And there was a time when I used to prefer working on text mode, but now I think I prefer working, I mean, not prefer, but I think I'm more used to working on diagram mode. It is of course convenient, and you just click on the exact transition between two states. Okay, so let us click on the validator and click on edit, and I will change the condition to, not a condition, sorry, the Jira expression to use Jira administrators group, and update and publish the draft workflow. So initially this particular video was supposed to be part of get answers playlist, but I guess I'll probably now use ScriptRunner for Jira Cloud. On server, of course, it is much more convenient. I mean, you have a lot of options to do it. Okay, let us try to create a change issue type now. Change, not issue type, but issue of type change. So let us select change issue, and hopefully it will work. Yeah, perfect. So this works, and today we have done a lot of things, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.